Hey, Bodacious Beasts, welcome back to my channel. My name is Scottyallenday, and I cover topics from the past, present, future, and unknown. Today, I'm starting a brand new series. It's called the BS series, or Brainstorming series. So this is BS series number 1. Now, the thing is what it is I'll take a topic that some people kind of ponder about, brainstorm it, do a little bit of research on it, and talk about it. So what great way to start this series is to say, is a zombie apocalypse even possible? Now, we've seen thousands of zombie movies. I mean, these flesh-eating creatures that, parts of their bodies are falling off and they're going and biting people so that and devouring brains and all that stuff. Let's just talk about it. I mean, it's a rather interesting subject. And, I really don't know whether to say yes to it or not, or no to it. So let's try and break it down into bits and pieces. So number 1, even with illicit drugs, illegal drugs, medicine, experiments, would it even be possible? So to even make a zombie would basically have their blood congeal, given the aka green blood. So that's more like, I guess they come to say that that's radioactive, whatever. So number 1, the blood has to change in order for them to still function. Don't forget, our bodies are just like an automobile. Something has to flow for the muscles to keep going. Another person brought up, well, you have to have a low IQ to be a zombie. Not necessarily. I mean, it could take anything from a shock from a stroke. It could take a heart attack. In a matter of time, your mobility stops to function. You could lose part of your function for your brain. So therefore, it doesn't take a whole lot to lose your intelligence. But the thing is for your blood to congeal, your intelligence to drop, so that you can't be able to communicate, and the only other thing is you will have to become venomous. So either you'll have to be venomous through teeth or venomous through saliva. Now, if you were venomous through saliva and you're a walking corpse, that's really not possible, because your blood is congealed. You really wouldn't have any drool, because drool is technically water. I mean, just like what I like to drink right here. It's technically water. So, you would actually have to have some way that you would become venomous to inject your bodily fluids into theirs, and basically be contagious, like coughing or sneezing or chickenpox. But they're saying that a zombie spreads the infection with a bite. That's the way the myth states. A zombie spreads its infection with a bite. Doesn't spread its infection by, like, chickenpox, where you just have to be near them. It doesn't spread its infection by its hair, or anything. It's a bite. And that's really difficult, because humans don't have fangs. We don't have fangs, we don't have... Actually, It'd probably be a spit. Be kind of like if like a snake spitting, or so. That could be somewhat of a possibility. But again, your blood is congealed. Most of your liquids in your body are congealed. So again, it's really difficult. So there's the bodily function parts that I'm saying in order for you to be a walking dead corpse. So, therefore, you still have to have some kind of brain power so that you can be able to get up and walk and move around. Most zombies are slow moving. That's what they say. If they walked a little bit faster, it might work. Now, how do we get there to be a zombie? Could you be a zombie overnight? I'd say not. Maybe. Possibly just, in gradual steps, but your body has to transform. So we've already came up to the conclusion that we can't get a fang. Saliva wasn't going to work. It was going to have to be a spit to be able to infect somebody with a bite. So, once the person gets infected with a bite, how fast is it going to travel through the bloodstream? And how congealed is that? So, your body transformation, once it's injected into your bloodstream, how long till it takes effect? How long is that going to happen? But how do we get there? So let's say we have a drug lord or a doctor that finally comes up with something that turns somebody into a zombie. How are we going to get these people to turn into a zombie? Well, there's two possible scenarios. Number one, they could find an island, infect a whole bunch of people, and then bring them to the States, but more than likely, or bring them to a country, more than likely they'll be found out within a matter of minutes. And tap, tap, and it's done. It's gone. So that wipes that out. The other one is okay, well, we can do small batches here and there until everybody's white, until the transformation is done, and then release the hounds. More than likely, that's not going to happen. Because even if you had 100 zombies that you released, by the time they've all transformed, half of them would probably have eaten themselves. Or, with the noise from the Walking Dead, could attract somebody, could attract authorities, and then boom, they're gone. That's it. So that's another difficult one. Then you could end up with a mad scientist or an evil drug lord that says, you know what, I know exactly how I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it into the supply chain. Okay? So, kind of like what happened with our most recent pandemic. It went into the food chain. It infected some people. People traveled and it infected and infected and infected and infected. Well, let's say they came up with a really popular energy drink that smelled really good and tasted extraordinary. They had several influencers and several people online that said, oh, this is the best thing to ever drink, and, we love it. All of a sudden, everybody goes out in a mad dash to buy it and try it. Well, okay. Now, in order for it to even start, when you have some that you tasted and it enters your bloodstream, or it's in your stomach, and you don't feel so good, at least half of them are going to go to the hospital and get checked out. Now they're in the beginning stages of transforming into the zombie. My tie's messed up, sorry about that. Now, you have medicine involved. And the clock is ticking and the race is gone. These people are going to be contained. The authorities are going to be known, and then all of a sudden, people who know the FDA, then a message is shot right to the FDA, and product is pulled from the shelves immediately. Wiped out. So therefore, now the contamination has gone. Except for people had in their home. Now all they have to do is just say it's poison like gasoline, it'll kill you. Return it to the store, it's being recalled. Let's get it out of here. To get at least half of it back. Now, they start trying to come up with a serum to be able to stop this zombie spread. And then they start watching and locating the symptoms. And then eventually everything gets out in the news and everybody starts knowing about what's going on. And then it's eradicated. And then once they come up with a serum for the solution for this particular virus, it just trails right back and they find out who actually distributed it. So, if you really wanted to put your mind to it with everything that I just said, do you think for 1 minute this could even happen? Do you even think that we could actually have zombies in our society? Yes, I know we have drug addicts and flakka and all that other stuff that's going on, but do you think for 1 brief second we could actually have a zombie apocalypse? I don't think so. It could happen, but I don't think it'll even happen in my lifetime. But I'm not making an assumption because there's 2 sides of the coin and I'm right in the middle. So one part of me says it won't happen. One part of me says, oh, it could. What do you guys think? Drop it in the comment section below. Let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. And I will see you next time. Keep on rocking.